There was a stock rally going on earlier in the morning when we had the early morning futures rally go into the open, and the rally continued, but it is fading right now as I speak to you. The Russell is actually down close to 1%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down about 0.1%. The S&P still above the flat line, 0.2% higher, and the NASDAQ is just over 0.3% higher. But it was much stronger than that earlier this morning. It is fading as yields rise. The 2-year is actually up 0.6%. We've got the 5-year up 0.7%, the 10-year up 6%, and the 30-year up 4%. The 2-year was actually at 254 on Tuesday. It's at 266 right now. A 12 basis point move in the 2-year note over 2 days is a very large move. You can trust me on that one. We're also looking at what's going on with the yen. The yen is really falling hard. It's having its worst day since November 9th of 2020 after the JGB really just kind of doubled down on yield curve control. They said they would continue the path with purchases with no upper limits. And they laid it out as a purchase of 10-year JGBs at 0.25% percentage point every business day. So they are definitely locked in on yield curve control. We also had German inflation far exceed expectations, with the April preliminary month over month coming in at up 0.8% versus expectations of up 0.6%, and the year over year coming in at plus 7.4% versus expectations of 7.2%. We also had US GDP, where we had the first negative quarterly number, down 1.4% in some time, but also the GDP price index beat expectations. Expected to be up at 7.3%, was up at 8. So we got slowing GDP and higher price index. We're looking towards that PCE data tomorrow. Tonight, after the close, we get Apple, Amazon, and Intel. Could really be another factor in potentially saving the NASDAQ decline, but not looking like that after the good Facebook and Microsoft earnings that we saw, which is not doing such a good job of that. Now, again, looking ahead, earnings after the close, not only Apple, Intel, and Amazon, but also Gilead, CGen, KLA, and VeriSign tomorrow before market open. Energy and pharma, including Exxon, Chevron, Phillips 66, AbbVie, AstraZeneca, Bristol Myers, also Honeywell and Colgate-Palmolive. In terms of data, German GDP, Euro GDP, and inflation figures, and then the big data for the week, that U.S. core PCE, which is really going to dive into prices and where they're at right now. Personal income, personal spending, along with final University of Michigan consumer sentiment data for April.